love the intro so much. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the kitchen sink. Once again, your source for any and everything going on in the world. I am your journey guide and host, Mark Jenkins, aka P. Each week for 90 minutes, I will take you on a trip around the globe, touching on any and every topic that needs to be addressed. This show will be entertaining, informative, respectful, and riveting. This show will be real, raw, unfiltered. However, it will be respectful. With that being said, there's a couple of dirty words that we just don't allow here on the kitchen sink. First and foremost, no N-bombs. We don't do N-bombs here, so no N-bombs. I don't care what it is, you just can't do it. It's unacceptable. Second thing is no F-bombs. And I don't give a fuck if you say fuck. I'm not talking about fuck. I'm talking about a certain word that's very derogatory and hurtful to some people. We don't use any disrespectful words on here. We embrace here. We love. We grow together. We laugh together. We live together. That's what we do here in the kitchen sink. So none of that stuff. And last thing, no invitations to the Frank stand. We don't do that here. Ultimate form of disrespect, especially amongst men. If you don't know what that is, please go look it up in the Urban Dictionary. But we don't do that here. Everyone's voice will be heard. All right. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into first couple of topics for the day. It's good to be back, y'all. Good to be back. Been off for a couple of weeks, but we back now and it's up. The first story, man, this is a crazy one, but I like to take y'all around the globe real quick. King Charles III bestowed a royal title on a rare golden goat breed. I'll read on a little bit. From now on, the breed known for its connection to the island of Goussene will have the special title of Royal Golden Goussene Goat. The title bestowed Tuesday during the king's visit to the island in the English Channel will apply to the livestock breed anywhere in the world. So I chose this one first and foremost because, again, if you're a friend of the program, you see the shirt, light one up, little play on Mario. I am a big, firm advocate, believer, user, proponent, supporter, whatever you want to call it, of cannabis. And when I saw this article, like perusing through, getting this intro together for tonight's show, I saw this, and the first thing that I'm thinking is, well, I've been bestowed like golden goat as royalty. Like anytime I can get my hand on some golden goat, forget about it, man. It's a special day. So when I saw this, like obviously long day of work, and I stumbled upon this and I'm thinking, really? Prince Charles is burning it down too? Like that's what we're doing over there in the UK? But then I saw what it was and I got a little bit more intrigued because, I like to start these off with random, rare things that, a lot of y'all probably didn't hear unless you're scrolling around looking at, the section of AP News that I do. But the goats are a rare breed and considered at risk, and they're on the rare breeds watch list. They're considered friendly and docile, and they produce amazing milk. So I guess this is why, King Charles said, hey, let's go ahead and make sure we, honor them. So shout out to King Charles III for doing that, and shout out to golden goats all around the world, these and the other ones that we love. So, after you get you some golden goat in you, you're going to have the munchies probably. You're going to want to tear something down. So there is a place in South Africa that is serving up a nearly 10-foot Gatsby sub. Yes, I said that. I hope y'all heard that right. A 10-foot Gatsby. Don't know why it's called Gatsby. We'll get into that. But it's a sub, a sandwich, a hero, a hoagie. Wherever you're from in the country, it's got different types of names. But this is what they have going on. So South African restaurant served up a 3-meter long, 9.8 feet sandwich recently in the latest offering from an establishment with taste for the supersized. This is from the article. The giant submarine produced by Annie's Ladies Bar in Cape Town follows a burger it cooked up in 2019. So the burger they made in 2019 was a whopping 273 pounds. But now the sandwich that they have, it has no less than 10 layers of fillings, and it's weighing in at 145 pounds. And it contains a variety of different things. So 44 pounds of meat alone on this sandwich. 3 types of sliced sausage, steak, burger patties, and chicken fillets. 3 layers of French fries go in between the meat on the sandwich, and those are 22 pounds of fries. If you are a seafood lover like myself, you can get a layer of calamari on the sandwich if you'd like. I don't think I'd put calamari on that sandwich. I don't think the flavors would be too great, but if you want, you can do that. Finally, you get a generous topping, a helping of onion rings on the top. Love onion rings on the sandwich. That sounds fire. And you also get all of your other sandwich-like things: lettuce, tomato, onions, pickles, cucumbers, peppers, whatever you want on the sandwich. They're going to load this up for you to 145 pounds. You can also get things like sauces, variety of sauces, from garlic sauce to pepper sauce to mushroom sauce, tartare, melted cheese on top of the sliced cheese that they put on the sandwich. This is incredible right here, y'all. Like, for real. Like, I'm almost ready to take a trip over there to dive into some of this sandwich. And I know, like, me and a bunch of the fellas, we'd love to smoke some of that good King Charles Golden Goat and then go tear down this sandwich, because how in the hell are we eating it otherwise? But shout out to Annie's Ladies Bar in Cape Town for doing it big. 273-pound burger in 2019, 145 10-foot sandwich, hero sandwich. That's a hero. It's not a whole. I know y'all everywhere else, hoagies and subs and all of that. We in New York, we call them heroes. You can't call a sandwich of this magnitude anything other than a hero. You got to put a cape on that shit's back and let it fly. But word, let's move on, because, let's line them up all together. It's crazy because this story is about shit. So, you smoke the bud, you eat the food, you take the shit. That's the nature of life. So I tried to keep it all in sync here in the kitchen sink. This story is crazy. An Arizona museum tells the story of ancient animals through their fossilized poop. Yes, I said that correctly. So, bone fragments and a piece of fossilized excrement at a new museum in northern Arizona, aptly called the Poozam. The Poozam. Gotta love that shit, right? Are among the tinier bits of evidence that indicate T-Rex wasn't much of a chewer, but rather swallowed whole chunks of his prey. The sample was one of more than 7,000 on display at the museum that opened in May in Williams, a town known for its Wild West shows along Route 66, wildlife attractions, and the railroad nearest to the Grand Canyon National Park. The Poozam sign features a bright green T-Rex character sitting on a toilet to grab attention from the buzzing neon lights and muffled 1950s music emanating from other businesses. In display cases, you can see fossilized feces from animals that lived millions of years ago that line the walls. They range from minuscule termite droppings to a massive specimen that weighs 20 pounds. They got fossilized shit that weighs 20 pounds just sitting around in their museum, adorning the walls, everything from that. Like, this is crazy. Like, I love museums, love them. I think they are not only a great place to take children to so they can learn about things, but also as we're adults. Anybody that's a friend of a program knows I am a huge proponent in growing your mind at whatever age you are. So I love going to museums. This is crazy. I don't know if I would want to go to this museum. Possibly. I mean, shit happens. So why not? Shit. I'm just going to keep saying shit because really, this is what the museum is. So, I mean, this is crazy to me. Shout out to them for doing that. If anybody is in the area of Williams, Arizona, please go check it out. Go check out the Poop Zam. Let me know. Let the show know. I want you to be a guest on this show if you go to that museum so we can talk about this because I'm a little weirdly, slightly intrigued. Otherwise, we wouldn't even be talking about it right now. So let's move on to the last topic here. And, while we're on the topic of shit, still, this kind of flows, but did anybody see the shit show that was the national anthem for the Home Run Derby Monday evening? One of the worst performances ever. Like, this goes with Fergie from the NBA All-Star game a couple years ago. Definitely, she channeled her inner Carl Lewis when he did his national anthem rendition for the New Jersey Nets back in like early 90s. I think it was 90, 91, 92, sometime around those Olympics. But it was terrible. Country singer Ingrid Andress just did one of the most terrible performances you could ever hear in this anthem. And everyone was cracking jokes about it when it actually happened. It was trending all night. And then the next day, Tuesday morning, report comes out that Andress admits that she was drunk while performing the anthem and then decided, to say that and then also say, hey, I need help. I need to go check myself into rehab. So I am not making light of her situation at all. It was just a really terrible performance, and it was pretty funny when it happened. It also became a little bit funny to hear that she was that inebriated after the fact, but it is not a laughing matter that she is going to seek help. So the best to her. She has been nominated for 4 Grammys. She's actually from out here in Colorado. So please get the help that you need. And we would love to possibly hear you try again and do a better job, because if you've been nominated for 4 Grammys, I'm pretty sure you could do a better job than that. So shout out to you. And that's going to be it for this intro session right here. I'm going to take a quick break. Be back with the topic of the day. Yeah, and we back. So thank y'all for tuning in again to the Kitchen Sink Podcast. Without y'all, I'm nothing. So please just continue to, follow the show, subscribe, comment, join on. What do you want to talk about? Tell a friend and tell a friend, whatever. But we appreciate you. So now we're going to get into today's topic of the day. And today's topic of the day is one that's I take real serious. It's near and dear to my heart because I love baseball. Anybody that knows me knows I love baseball. I've loved baseball all my entire life. Still love it passionately to this day. Had the pleasure of going to a game a couple weeks ago. It's pretty crazy ending there. But today's topic I really want to touch on is just Major League Baseball just kind of continually dropping the ball when it comes to what is supposed to be their premier or second premier event. I mean, depending on how you want to look at it. You can look at it as the World Series is the premier event or the All-Star Game is the premier event, whichever one. But the All-Star Game is supposed to be the Summer Classic. It's supposed to be something that what this country is built on, so to speak. You know, those type of values. And viewership is just decreased, plummeted. I shouldn't even say decreased. Let's say plummeted. Viewership has plummeted over the past decade or two, consistently year after year, almost in this event. And I think it just shows that Major League Baseball really needs to do a better job of marketing the game and really prioritizing what the people want. Because according to the great, immortal Mr. October, Reggie Jackson, you got to put the meat in the seats. If there's no human flesh in the seats and paying attention and caring and spending the money, the game doesn't grow. And it has to be conjoined with Major League Baseball to grow the game by coming up with ideas that are new, fresh, exciting, and work. And granted, they're doing some of those things on the competition side. Absolutely. On the competitive side of the game right now, they are doing a much better job of controlling things like game tempo, length of the game, stuff like that with pitch clock, you know, the whole rule with you get a runner on second base and extra innings, all of that kind of stuff. Like, shout out to them. My hat's off to them. Absolutely. However, they are doing an absolutely terrible job marketing the game. Myself and a dear friend of mine, a friend of the program, Will Martin, we did a podcast about a week and a half ago now, almost 2 weeks, about how, you know, the decline of Black players in baseball is huge. And we touched on a little bit of it kind of being them not marketing the game correctly. And the game is not just declining in viewership in the Black community. It's not just one community. It's every community that is declining. And these numbers that I dug into earlier are alarming. So last night, the American League won 5-3. Jalen Duren of the Boston Red Sox won MVP. And the numbers have not come out yet of what the viewership was for that, not as of 7 p.m. Mountain Time on July 17th, 2024. Those numbers had not come out. So what I have is numbers from over the past 50 years from this game, including last year's numbers, which were an all-time low. And I'm not thinking that this year's numbers are going to be higher than last year's numbers. If last year's numbers were at all-time low and it keeps increasing every year. But last year in 2023, 7.5 million viewers watched the game. 7.5. It sounds like a lot of people. It absolutely does. However, 7.5 is nothing when it comes to sport watching, if that makes sense, because usually those type of numbers are huge numbers. And when you look at that 7.5 million in comparison to in 1980, shout out to 1980, the viewership peaked at 36.2 million viewers. So there right there, I believe is a problem that the viewership peaked in 80. I mean, you can look at it a couple different ways. There wasn't as much to do, I guess, in the world, entertainment-wise. Like, so everyone, it was just all about watching sports and stuff like that, I guess. I don't know. You can have people that has that side of the argument. I get it. However, 36.2 million people watched the game in 1980. That's up from the previous high of 26.3 in 1972. And then 10 years later, a decade, 1982, was 34.1 million. So still 2 million down from 1980, but still very, very massive number there. Throughout the 80s, it stayed in the upper 20s throughout the entire 1980s. Then we see things dip a little bit. In 1992, we're at 22.5 million. And then the next year it goes down to 21. And then the next year, 20. Granted, the strike had a lot to do with that. A lot of people were pissed off with the strike. Dipped down a little bit more in 98, down to 17.5, which is surprising because that was the McGuire Sammy Sosa year. You would think that number wouldn't dip down as much. I'm sorry, I'm reading this chart wrong. 98 is when it actually went back up to 19.5 million, down from 17 million in 97. So that was the McGuire Sosa effect. What they were doing that summer, just 2 million people extra wanted to watch it, 2.5 million extra people. But every year, we look at 2000, we're down to 15 million. First time we've been that low since they tracked ratings. So here's where it keeps dipping. 2004, we're down to 12.5. 2009, we're under 12. And it keeps going and going and going until now. Like I said, 2023, 7.5 million viewers. Baseball's got to do something. And I've said some things on this program. I've said some things with Will on the podcast that we did. Shout out to Will again. Check him out. 300 pounds of sports knowledge podcast, and also the Sports Depot 365. But we touched on this, and it's all about growing the game from the younger generation. Now, MLB has a tremendous initiative, in my opinion, with theology. When it comes to having two games such as the Futures game and the HBCU Swingman Classic. Great ideas, like tremendous, phenomenal ideas. However, they are not executing with those ideas. The Futures game. Now, we do have the numbers for this year's Future game and this year's HBCU Swingman Classic. First of all, question to anybody out there listening. Did you even know that these things were a thing? Because most people don't. So that's the problem. Again, MLB, you're not marketing. People don't know it's a thing. How are they going to watch if they don't know it's a thing? I myself with this podcast, I struggle with promoting. I'm not the best at it. Full disclosure, I got a full plate doing a bunch of other stuff. But my numbers won't get higher and higher until I promote better and better. So again, MLB, don't take this personal. Just please hear me out, because I want to see the game that I love, that I've loved since I was 2 years old, continue to grow and not die. The Futures game this year had a whopping 133,000 viewers. What the fuck? Seriously. 133,000 viewers for a showcase of the great young talent that's right here on the doorstep, about to come into the MLB and possibly be statewide household names. 133,000 viewers, MLB, and that's because they hoard the game just on their platform. It's not on ESPN, it's not on TBS or any of their other partners that they play games on, because MLB is trying to do a better job there. I caught a Yankees-Orioles game on Sunday on the Roku channel. You know, like Fox has stuff, ESPN, TBS, Apple TV. They're giving you options to see the games. But this Futures game, where the biggest and brightest that are coming up are supposed to be showcased, so we know who they are. You just keep on MLB Network, where only a few people, first of all, cable's a dinosaur, is dying. Figure out something else out. Stream it. Don't charge the absorbing the money that you're charging to stream it. You're not the NFL. We don't care enough to pay that money. The NFL is king. They're going to get that money. You're not. Don't do it. 133,000 people. I didn't watch the game. I don't have the MLB network. It's not, doesn't make sense to have it. If I was back in my own line of work just talking about sports, absolutely I'd have it. I digress. The HBCU Swingman Classic. Love this. Like, love it. Seriously, I even did this. I've never done one of those. I love it. Why? Because, first of all, who those who don't know, HBCU, Historic Black College University. I attended one. Shout out to Virginia State, Mighty Trojans. This is a game, Swingman, that's Ken Griffey Jr. This is a game that Ken Griffey Jr., Historical Black Colleges, Universities, along with Nike, collaborated to showcase some of the top collegiate talent in these HBCUs. Love this idea. Like, God, I love it. 60,000 people watched it. 60,000. You can fit more into an arena, a stadium, to watch a live game than actually watch this throughout the country. MLB, I applaud you for coming up with the idea. I dig in your ass for not promoting it. You got to do a better job. I'm sorry. It's just not acceptable. Now, let's look at the NBA. They have a Rising Star game that they do every year. And last year, you know, viewership is dropping there as well because viewership is dropping all across sports in all-star games, but not the way how it is in MLB. It's dropping a little bit. NBA All-Star game sucks. We know this. That's why nobody watches, even though last year was actually up a little bit from the previous year. But 1.1 million people, they at least had 1 million people watching their future talent on display in one game. Major League Baseball, between two games, couldn't even get 200,000. That's alarming. Here's the difference. NBA packages their thing in an all-star weekend. Major League Baseball has the damn game on a Tuesday night. Has the home run derby on a Monday night. These other games are played the weekend before. They're not even included into the weekend where everything is happening in the same, like, come on, MLB, seriously. I'm running out of time here in this segment. I wish I had a couple more minutes more, and we will revisit this. But you got to get with the damn times. Rob Manfred, you are the worst commissioner in all of sports. Seriously. All right, y'all, we're going to take a break real quick. And then when we come back, we're going to get into one-on-one with a very special guest. So stay tuned for a couple minutes, and we'll be back. Yeah, y'all. We back. Welcome back to the kitchen sink. Got a guest coming up real soon. Just having a little technical difficulties trying to get everything synced up again. This is early on in the stage of everything. I'm not a pro at this. I'm just here trying to get better every week. So give us a couple seconds. We're gonna get all the kinks worked out real quick and get this brother here on live so we could chop it up, have a little convo about some things. And here he is right here. Without further ado, we welcome to the program, dear friend of mine, a brother, known this good brother for, man, I don't even want to say how long because it's going to make us both seem old. But I love this dude. He's got some wonderful things going on. Like, super producer, like, can make a beat sound better than damn near anybody that I know, that you know. Not only that, but, you know, through that, you know, creativity is wonderful. So you're going to always just make more and more and more. And now he's embarking on some clothing that I think is amazing. Like, not only the look of it from the aesthetic point of view, but also the message behind it. So without further ado, I'm going to bring in one of my favorite people in the world, my brother, Cheese the Great, man.
Yes, sir.
What's
Yes,
good, bro?
Salutations, God.
How you, man? I'm chilling, man. I'm happy to have you here, man. Thank you for being here.
I'm happy to be here.
Program, man.
I'm proud of you, bro. Look at what you're doing. You feel me?
Man, I'm just trying to, you know, always trying to reinvent myself, man. That's all.
Nah, we don't try, man. We just do. We do. Sir. We don't try. You feel me?
Word, bro. How are you doing, man? How you been?
Look at me, man. You feel me? I look good. I feel good. Everything good. Even when it's bad, it's good. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always a lesson. It depends on how you look at certain situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just train your mind to look for the good in every situation, especially the bad ones, you know? So mindset, I'm great.
Mindset, bro. Mindset.
Yes, sir.
I love it. Mindset. So let's jump into a little bit real quick, man. You know, first and foremost, let's talk about the clothing, man. Like, okay. I was surfing, you know, I just be surfing, you know, be having my downtime here and there, and I saw these shirts, and I'm like, yo, that's fire. Like, that's a fire shirt. And then I saw another post, and I'm like, all right, nah, I gotta get me one of these shirts, man, because like I love t-shirts. Like, I think that like shirts with collars are clothes of oppression. So anytime I could not wear a piece of article or clothing of oppression, I want to do that. So t-shirts is it for me.
That's a fact. You're a fool for that one. Yo, I think because you definitely got one. You definitely got you one. Now, and that's hold on, my fault. I don't mean to cut you off, but your joint is special to me. You know why? Because you the first one that I got to pack and ship across the, you feel me? That was special. Like, I even recorded the whole process, you know what I'm saying? Because that was dope. Like, this is a different feeling right now, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just super excited, and I appreciate you for your purchase. I appreciate you for having me on your podcast right now. And people don't even know how far we go back. I just appreciate you, period. Big bro, you know what I'm saying? Uncle, however, you know how we grew up. So yeah, this is dope right here. This is definitely a big thing. You feel me?
Word, bro. Like, for real. Like, I appreciate you, and congratulations to your success. And we're gonna do an unpackaging of the merchandise. But before we show the people the goods, let's get into it. Let's go into the story. You know, what you were thinking, where it came from, the inspiration. Like, how did it all just come together?
I always felt like a designer, because if people don't know, like, me and two of my other bros, Lex and Jay, we had started TNT. Right. We had started TNT when we was young boys. This probably like 22, 23 years ago. No funny. Like, that long ago. Like, and we started our own record label. So, you feel me? I designed our logo. You feel me? Then my boy Lex put that thing on the chain. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then after that, I'm like, yo, we need t-shirts. So that boy went and got t-shirts done. So I already had a great feeling about being a designer. You know what I'm saying? Because again, shout out to Lex. That boy brought my vision straight into reality, straight into life. And we was kids. You know what I'm saying? 17, 18 years old. I'm 40 now. I might not look it, but yeah, I'm 40 right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it basically started from back then, like, you know what I'm saying? So, and now how this happened, I think I was in Marshall's with my ex, with one of my ex joints. And then I'm like, yo, it just out of nowhere. I'm like, yo, I would need to get some other money too. I want to make a clothing, like, you know what I'm saying, and have my shirts up in Marshall's. Crazy thing is, Shorty shot me down, bro, immediately. Like, well, you know this and that, and who the demographic, and you got the money for the butt. I'm like, whoa. You feel me? So that kind of bust my head. Swear to God, I cut Shorty right off. Swear to God, bro.
As you should.
Let that thing right on go, you know, because that shit rubbed me wrong. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that rubbed me the wrong way. But then it also motivated fuck out of me. I say, yo, you know what? I'm gonna prove this girl mad wrong, and I'm gonna do something. So that was my thought in my head. So every day after that, I don't know, I was just thinking about stuff, and then I came across this Bruce Lee meme, and he was explaining like how to be water, like be formless, be shapeless, be, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you pour water in, it becomes that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Water is just, without water, we wouldn't be here. We, 80% water? And so, exactly, my water in the freezer right now, and so is the earth. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a deep meaning to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Water preserves you. You feel me? Like,
everything.
Water is everything. You feel me? So I changed it from be water to be like water, because we can't actually be water. All we could be is ourselves. Like, but if you think like to be like water, that means like, because if water crash into something, it don't complain that it crashed. It just goes the other way. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it continues. Water doesn't die. Water never ends. Water could split through rocks, bro. Like the toughest material. If it keep running on that rock, it's gonna get through that rock. Like, you know what I'm saying? So just be like water. Like, it's not just a clothing line to me, and it shouldn't be to anybody else who supports. You know what I'm saying? It's a way of life. Like, you understand? Like, I don't know. I can't explain that any further than that. You feel me?
I feel you. I love that, the authenticity of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because anybody that's got their third eye open, when they see the clothing, when they hear it, they're gonna automatically put it together, and it's gonna all make sense. You just gotta flow through your day. You gotta go through your day. It's gonna be people pissing you off, doing shit, all types of other stuff. But just be like water and do you.
Facts. And that was my thing too. Like I'm not, she was like, go back to Shorty. Well, who is your target audience? And I don't like whoever grasps it, whoever it touches, whoever it reaches, that's who it's for. Like, and I was trying to explain that, but no, you gotta have a plan, and yes. So a lot of the times you do have to have a plan, but a lot of the times you could just go on the fly, jump off the limb, right? Jump off the limb, spread your wings. You feel me? Get the wind beneath your
wings. Take a chance and not take a chance. That's how I look at it.
I'd rather be that man that's going to take a chance on my ideas, because I know where my ideas is coming from, the source. You understand? The highest source. which is within me, and I know that as well. Like, so you feel me? So I always try to act on my good ideas and my good thoughts. Like, whatever makes me feel good, I'm pretty sure would make someone else feel good too. So that's
bro.
what I gotta do.
Facts. So without further ado, go ahead and unveil this beautiful, and I say beautiful like because it's beautiful to me. This shit is beautiful.
Yes, sir.
First and foremost, look at the packaging. You ain't getting no little willy-nilly, just we gonna throw it in whatever. Like, this is coming official right here, man.
Quality, like not no regular t-shirt you could get from the corner. Nah, this is quality. I take my time to pick out my material. Look, he unzipping it out of a package. You feel me? It came packaged in the package. Like, how that feel?
Oh, this feel wonderful. This is amazing material. Show
Thank you.
The front real quick.
Thank you, bro. Be like what?
And this ain't like just your little flimsy Hanes Fruit of the Loom. You know what I'm saying?
That thing heavy.
Yeah. Oh, this feels great. Just look at the detail on this, y'all. Look at the detail on this for real.
And that's my Stonewall shirt. That's the red Stonewash. Yeah. So.
I got some good kicks for this. I can't wait.
Yeah. I know how you give it up. I know how you give it up with the kicks. So I know P gonna do these things dirty. You feel me?
Check out the back though, y'all.
Be like what?
Yeah. Talk about that real quick, Jizo. Talk about that, bro.
Oh, like even with the designs, like I take my time to find. I'm collabing. Like, I find dope ass artists, and you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's a collective. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could do shit by myself, but why? If I could, you know what I'm saying? Bring somebody else with me in. But I use different, so it's gonna be a few different designs, and this Be Like Water is just the beginning. Trust me, I have a whole lot in here, a whole lot. So, and that just came first because of the connection that I got from Be Like Water. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That lightning bolt.
Yeah, like when Shorty said what she said to me, it was like, nah, I gotta knock her whole thought process over. I'm gonna be like water with whatever. I ain't even hear that. I'm knocking that down. You know what I'm saying? I'm going straight through that rock, that brick, that mountain she tried to put in front of me. You feel me? So that's basically that. But yeah, don't worry.
Let me brag on this shirt real quick though, bro. For real.
All right, thank you. Good.
This ain't going in the washing machine. Like, this is dry clean only. Like, I'm bragging on this shit, y'all, for real. Like, this shit got a tissue seal of approval from your boy right here. The material, the way how it feels, the screen print on the back. Like, this is not going in the washing machine. This ain't just a Monday load or a, you know what I'm saying, every other week wash. Like, nah, this is going in the dry cleaning because this is quality.
That print is actually like the newest joint that's going on right now. It's not even screen. It's direct to fabric, DTF.
Ooh, okay. So, that's what I feel like. That felt good and shit, bro.
Yeah. So look, that's what you're gonna start seeing people using that now. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, shout out to my bro Easy Customs, cause that's who's, you know what I'm saying, putting I came to him like, yo, cause I want to do an idea. I got an idea. He like, yo, I got you. Boom, boom. We gonna do this. We gonna put this. So shout out to my bro Easy Customs. I met him at work. I actually work in the sewing factory. So this is whole. You know how, like, I just believe that
alignment, bro.
For a reason, bro. And once you put yourself in alignment with your true self, everything is going to fall into place. You're not gonna have to really do much. Just put it in the atmosphere, put it in the universe, and act on it. Like, and just be you. Just go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Oh, how am I gonna make this happen? Because this is actually what that is. I didn't say, oh my God, how am I gonna do this and where I'm gonna get the money from? Bro, you know what I'm saying? I just being like water and just going with the flow, not worrying about nothing else. So this is amazing. This is an amazing feeling right here too. This is dope. Like, cause this is my first review from somebody on it. Like, you know, when I sell it to people, they tell, yeah, this is fire, but you actually giving them a feel of what it's like to, you know what I'm saying, have one in your hand. You know? So,
yeah, bro, like for real, like, you know what I'm saying? The whole purpose of this platform is to shine the light on people who are doing positive things in the world, bro. So when I seen you doing this, I seen what it was. I had to have you come on the show, be a guest, and if one other person, 10 other people, 100 other people, whatever, now know about your brand, know about it, can reach out to you and get on board, I feel like I did a pretty good job, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look. That's how I look at it. And speaking of that, let the people know how to check for it, bro. That's the most important thing right there.
Wait, I hear you. Let them know
Let them know how to check for you to check out the merch, to see what it is, to order it from you. Like, give them your links, bro.
Oh yeah. Actually, I'm on Instagram. It's Be Like Water, CLTH, like clothing. Be Like Water clothing. And I'm also on Instagram. As soon as you type up Cheese the Great, I'm gonna pop up. Cheese the Great did it. So
you're the only one, y'all.
Yeah, that's a fact. So and my name right here, I should have probably put did it, but once you type in Cheese the Great, I'm gonna pop up. And my other the clothing line page is Be Like Water Clothing. So once you start typing Be Like Water, I should pop up as well.
I'm about to throw that right in here. So that way, even if you're not listening live and then you listening to the playback,
right,
it's gonna be there.
Right. And once we done, I'm going in the comment section. I'm bombing. You know what I'm saying? So from all of my pages, and everybody, make sure y'all subscribe to the Kitchen Sink podcast. If you watch it, if you hear from me right now, make sure y'all subscribe to the Kitchen Sink podcast, please. Don't be a hater. Don't be you know what I'm saying? We congratulators, not haters.
That's all we do, man. Because at the end, we all gotta win, bro. Like I told you, we all gotta win, man. I feel like I'm
winning right now. I feel like I've been winning. You feel me? Like I was born a winner.
Born winning, bro.
You feel me?
Exactly. So, yo, let them know also though, because I know we promoting the hell out of this, but this dude makes incredible music too. So let's not forget that, just in case if nobody knows that. Or I know a lot of the friends of the program do know that, but there's probably some who don't. But let's let them know exactly, just where they can find some of your music, bro.
Right now I got a joint, my single. This is my first single that I put out on like all platforms. I got a bunch of music, but this is my first single that I put out on all platforms. It's called Make It Out. Cheese the Great, Make It Out. And I basically, like Platt told you, like I make beats. I made the beat. It's crazy like how that came about too, because damn, hold on. This is crazy. All right, let me tell y'all. One day I just was like, I felt like making a beat. So I got up, I made a beat. The beat was so fire to me that lyrics just started coming. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I had got the hook. Then after the hook came, I'm terrible with hooks. So I don't even know how I made the hook, but the hook came out, then the verse, then I'm like, all right, bet. I feel like recording this. Yo, I need 2 hours. Boom. Went to the studio. I recorded the joint. I mixed it myself because I actually am a licensed audio engineer. Recording and mixing. If y'all don't know about IAR, it was the first New York music school in New York City. I went there, graduated, top of my class. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So I acquired a lot of knowledge in there. So I'm pretty efficient in recording, mixing, and mastering. So I did all that by myself. And then after that, bro, I was in the studio, and I'm like, yo, this is gonna need some artwork. Did my thing, boom, boom, boom. On the net, boom, found found my picture, right, typed out my graphics and all of that. I'm like, yo, this graphics is like the Times New Roman I used.
Okay.
Right. So it wasn't. I didn't even put that on Be Like Water first. It was on the graphic design for the single.
Yeah, I seen that. That was fire too.
Right. So then I'm like, damn, I did have this idea for this code. Let me combine that and promote the single with my first code. And that was actually my first joint. It was my hoodie with the single cover on the back, and I got the Be Like Water right here. Like, so it just like, it just happened so fast. Like, even with my shorty right now, my girlfriend, my lady, she like, yo, babe, like, how did you make that happen so fast? Like, you spoke about it one day, and then it was just boom. You came home with a hoodie in your hand, like, babe, it's lit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I
like
didn't know.
magic.
Yeah, basically, that's what I'm like, man, I don't even know how to explain it to you. Like, it came in my head, and it was like an urgency. Like, this is, you know, when it came in my head, it was like, no, you have to do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just trust the universe. I trust the God in me, and we right here. This is crazy. I never even.
It's nothing but up after this. It's nothing but up, bro.
It gotta be, because I never expected this. I never even, I didn't know what to expect, but I didn't expect for this to be happening right now, just from that one little idea, like, or Shorty trying to downplay me, like she ain't know who the fluff I was, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't know who the fuck she was talking to. Like, it's me, I'm him, like I am him, like, and I know that. So I've been making things happen, like, since a kid, though, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always been him, because I always knew that I'm a child of God. You feel me? So,
facts, bro.
we grew up in the church and all of that too. So, you feel me? Like, all our aunties and they church grandmas.
I'm about to say, don't even talk.
Dead ass, like. Yo, oh my God.
You just brought back a crazy memory. You already know. I think you probably know which one I'm talking about with the split.
With Grandpa busting in the room, right? Yo, that was crazy, bro. Wait, but what did I say something? Didn't I say something like God sent the...
Nah, yo, I'll never forget this shit. Like this shit still play in my head. Like, I could press the button and the shit replay. So she was like, one of these days, you gonna pick up one of them blunts, y'all call them, and light it up, and you gonna see the Holy Ghost. And you was like, yo, grandma, if that happened, I'm gonna be like, that's that fire. Yo, we was all crying. Me, you, Jay, Lex, I think the Breeze was there too. We was dying laughing. That shit was hilarious.
Was there
and
too.
She couldn't even help but to laugh. That was the funniest shit about it. She couldn't hold that shit.
She said, what? It was cracking up. See? So, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
it's God. Everything is under God. Nobody above it. You feel me? We all one. We all created equal. And there's no idea that I can have and manifest that you can't have and manifest. Like, you feel me? All you gotta do is believe in yourself. Once you believe in yourself, that's it. Like, that's really like you're out of here.
Really, that's the cheat code of life. Is believing in yourself.
Once you don't care what nobody else think about what you saying or what you doing, you're out of here. You know what I'm saying? So that's me, a rebel, I guess, the black sheep.
There you go. Yo, shout out to a couple viewers watching. Knack and Cheese 11 shouting out, that's fire. That girl Lyric don't play, saying you doing so good. So, bro, you got the people behind you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So that's what's up right there. Man. It's nothing but that. It's nothing like that genuine love. You know what I'm saying?
Right. How could I see?
It's on the YouTube. They're watching it through the YouTube. Like, remember I was telling you, it's multi. You see it now?
Yeah, I have the features down here. I seen it.
All right, word. Yeah. See,
Shout
I
out
don't
to
even
my
know what it
viewers,
look like
man.
on that side.
Shout out to you, because you feel me? You the boss. You feel you're not supposed to see what
It's
I
only episode 4 though. We still growing this
see.
too, man. You know what I'm saying? So
This is
like
only episode
having you on in a fundamental episode, like, you know, as far as I'm concerned, anything with this type of thing, fundamental episodes like the first 10, 20, that's where you growing it and building it. So having you a part of this is beautiful to me. Like the people that I've had so far, it's all gonna be people that are real with me, I'm real with them. Like it ain't gonna be funny, and it's people doing positive, good things in the world. Like you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the hustlers out there, but it ain't gonna be nobody flipping birds. You know what I'm saying? Like that dude ain't gonna be on here.
Yeah. You feel me? Even though they might say I'm washing the dishes, you feel me? Flipping birds and washing dishes, but not in this kitchen sink, buddy.
Exactly. And there's no knock to anybody who do that at all. Like, do you?
But
I love
ain't
you.
no indictments or no Ricos coming over this way.
ain't gonna have me come showing up to court as evidence. Fuck out of here.
You be recording right now, and all of a sudden they watching both those ATF boom kicking you.
Knocking off all my soundproof off the wall and shit.
Like, oh no, it's really happening. No, we ain't gonna talk about the past though. But
exactly. Nah, that, you know, statute of limitations for shit and everything. But nah, bro, it's been a pleasure having you on, bro. Like plug it again one more time. Let them know where to find you. Like, let them know, bro. Plug it.
If you don't know, now you know. My name Cheese the Great. I did it. Whatever you think I did it. Yes. You feel me? I ain't gonna deny it. You know what I'm saying? But that's where you can find me on Instagram. Cheese the Great did it. And for Be Like Water, it's Be Like Water, CLTH clothing, abbreviated. And yeah, and I thank everybody for coming through and showing y'all support. And I want to thank Platt again for having me on this dope ass podcast, The Kitchen Sink. And if y'all ain't here for me, please again subscribe to the Kitchen Sink podcast. You know what I'm saying? Because it's my first time. Ain't gonna be my last time because I got more stuff coming for you. So it's gonna be more stuff to talk about later on in the future.
Absolutely, bro. Yo, shout out to you. I appreciate you for being here. We're gonna have another segment later on, kind of a roundtable discussion where I throw it out there to a couple people. Jump on. If you want to come back on, love to have you back on. We talk about whatever we talked about earlier in the show, whatever you want to talk about. Because that segment is basically, what do you want to talk about? So we're going to have that jumping off probably in about 10 minutes or so. So if you want to jump on, you know what I'm saying? You can either pause your video now or hop back on from the link before, however you want to do it.
I can pause on. Let me see. I do have options. Oh, I bet. Yeah, so I'm gonna cam down now, and then once you go back, you know what I'm saying? I'll be back.
All right, word, bro. Appreciate you. Yo, y'all, we're gonna take a break real quick. Let y'all go get some snacks or whatever you need to go get, refill your cup or whatever, and then we're gonna be back with Kick's Corner. So see y'all in a minute. Yeah, y'all. We back. Welcome back to the Kitchen Sink podcast. Been a great show so far. Show number 4. This is for my dogs. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna jump into Kick's Corner. You know, a segment very near and dear to my heart, where I highlight, you know, a different shoe every week. Because if you know me, I love shoes. If you're a friend of the program, I love shoes. Like, I got way too many. Shit, I bought 2 pairs today, full disclosure. I wasn't even trying to, but, it just happens sometimes. But anyway, today's shoe featured in Kick's Corner. One of my all-time favorites. I got them on today. I'm rocking them today. Anybody that knows shoes knows what these are. They're the Nike Air Huaraches. This shoe to me is like one of the official shoes of summer. Like, very rarely do you see somebody rocking a pair of Huaraches in the fall or winter or spring. Well, maybe the spring, but especially the summer though, man. Man, a lot of it is because of how lightweight, durable, comfortable, and just cool to wear. And not only, like, I don't mean cool to wear like it's dope, because it is, but I mean cool like it keeps your feet cool. Like, you have limited sweating going on with your feet, which is important in the summertime, because who the hell want to walk around with funky ass feet? So this shoe right here, I love this shoe. Super lightweight. Might be like the lightest sneaker that I own. I got a couple pairs of these. But this is the closest colorway that I have to the OG colorway. If y'all remember that OG colorway, the lime green wasn't as voltage as it is on this. And that blue wasn't, kind of like the royal like it is now. But I then showed off the shoe a little bit and put it back on my foot. And let's get into the shoe a little bit, like we like to do here on Kick's Corner on the Kitchen Sink podcast, and just talk about it. So in 1991, Nike debuted a shoe that resembled nothing else on the shelf. Tinker Hatfield was, shout out to Tinker, all hail Tinker the Great. Anybody that's a sneakerhead like me knows Tinker, in my opinion, is the GOAT shoe creator. But Tinker Hatfield, this is a comment that he made back a couple years ago when talking about the shoe. It was such a different design, it didn't even need a swoosh. As we see, the shoe doesn't have a swoosh. You can't design a shoe at Nike without a big swoosh on the side. However, when he took it to the powers that be in 1990 and early 1991, they were just a little bit blown away by it. And at first they weren't as blown away by it. They shot it down, but then he came back and said, hey, we got to do this shoe. Like, this is cool. And in his words, quoting him again from this article a couple years ago, I had a little bit of an epiphany when I was waiting to be yanked out of the water behind a water ski boat. I was sitting in the water inside of a booty with my feet lined up, one in front of the other on the ski. Just before I got yanked out by the boat, I was thinking, wait a minute, this neoprene stuff is really supportive and comfortable and fits my foot and ankle perfectly. And that's how he came up with the idea to put that. I didn't even know it was called neoprene until I did research on this. The booty, the sock that we all love inside the Huarache. So they wanted to move it to a basketball shoe after it dropped a couple years later. And then Nike really was skeptical about that. They were like, I don't know, like, come on, this is not a basketball shoe. So he decided to build that neoprene lining and sock, so to speak, a little bit higher to give it some ankle support. So he went ahead and he did that. And behold came the Air Flight Huarache. I got a pair of those. I didn't want to bring those out. Who the hell can wear 2 pairs of shoes at one time? But the University of Michigan in 1992 in the NCAA tournament made that shoe famous. And it wasn't really until that shoe that the Huarache took off in the manner that it took off. So without the University of Michigan, the Fab Five team in the 92 tournament, without them rocking those high top, beautiful shoes, the Hirachi maybe would have never gone to where it's gone. And without the Hirachi, we don't have things like Nike Free Concepts, the Kukanini, and one of my personal favorites, the Presto. So shout out to Tinker Hatfield for making it happen, always pushing the effort to really, make things crazy. So we're going to take a quick break real quick, and then we're going to get into what do you want to talk about. Yeah, y'all, we back here live the Kitchen Sink podcast, and now we're gonna open up the round table to anybody that wants to kind of come through. Sent the link out, and we just, this the name of this section is what we're going to talk about or what you want to talk about, and it's basically what you want to talk about, whatever what we talked about earlier, some other stuff, whatever you got going on in your world, whatever's going on in the world, whatever. And I'm gonna bring my brother Cheese the Great back in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Just had to do the kicks corner thing real quick. I love sneakers. I love sneakers.
Since I can remember, you was that dude with the kicks, bro. Like, and nobody that knew you could deny that. Like, matter of fact, what was your clique name? You, Jan, and Vaughn. What was y'all? You remember that?
Yeah, shout out to them. We was the J Dubs, man. We was the Junior Willies, man.
Yes, sir. Y'all was the flyers in the land, boy. Like, no funny. Like, I can't forget that. That's probably why I like to dress now and get fly, like, because I seen it. Like, it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, you had the latest every joint. I remember when them pennies first came out.
Yeah, I got them like a month early, man. I was talking to Rel, no bullshit. Me and Rel was talking probably like a month ago on the Jack. Shout out to Rel.
Right.
He was like, yo, you came through. Ain't nobody knows what those was. I was like, yeah, I got them from my man Ravioli. Shout out to Ravioli, Kings Plaza Athlete's Foot.
You was doing that every trip though, busting heads like, nah, P, what are these? What is those? Where you get these from? Like, that was fire. You always been the kick dude, so this ain't nothing new to me.
And I'm still an addict. Yo, I like I said in the last segment, I bought 2 pair of kicks today. I wasn't even supposed to.
I heard you.
Shit just happened. It happened accidentally.
That boy said I bought 2 today. Like, yeah, you're a sneakerhead.
Yeah, man. You know, no matter how old I get, I ain't gonna never change, man. You know, that's
Nah,
how
it's
it
a
is.
fact. We
But
gotta
now,
keep the kid in us alive, man. You feel me?
and that's how you do it right there. Well, at least that's how I know I do it. Like, yo, I got some
Mhm.
shits for that shirt, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I can't wait. You
And, I,
got
and, I'm, and, I'm, and I'm rocking it on the show. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it's gonna be more
The shot
promotion,
for
because
that.
that's what we gotta do, man. We gotta
Uh-huh.
do that. Speaking of promotion, like I said, this shirt right here, shout out to the Green Solution for this shirt. Light one up. Like it was a play on the Mario shit. I seen it. I was like, word, light one up. Like, I gotta get this shirt. So shout out to the Green Solution for that, man. And if you're looking for, you know, any type of funny weed shirts, they got it, man. Like I got another one that say, I like big blunts and I cannot lie. And it's a shorty with a fatty. It's a shorty with a fatty holding a fatty blunt. Like, yeah, like shout out to the Green Solution. They got them funny bud
That's
shirts.
fine. That's fine.
But nah, bro, yo, shit crazy though. Like I was talking about earlier with the Major League All-Star, the shit like decreasing.
Right.
Like, bro, you got 36 million people in the 80s watching, and now when there's more ways to watch shit, you only got 7.5 million people. That's crazy. Imagine losing 30 million viewers.
Boy, I might jump off the nearest bridge, boy. What? Right? Could you imagine the revenue loss? Like how much money like that is? Like that changes lives. The same way that it changed lives when it was lit. When you lose that much, it definitely changes lives all over again. Like, but not for the better this time. Like,
that's what happened when you play your shit on a Tuesday night. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like NBA, they got it right. They got a weekend. You know, they throw the whole weekend. You got the dunk contest, 3-point, celebrity game, you know, going on Friday and Saturday, and you got the game Sunday. Like, that's how you build up the whole shit. Whereas baseball, they got the home run derby on Monday and then the game on Tuesday. Like, come on.
Nobody don't even like Monday or Tuesday. Them the first 2 days. Those are the first 2 days in the week from the weekend. Nobody don't want to deal with them 2 days. That's why we got Wednesday, hump day. We almost back at the weekend again.
That's when we start liking the week. It's coming around Wednesday. That's facts, right?
Exactly. You dead right.
That's wild. I didn't even think about that till you just said that right there.
Word, bro. Dead ass, bro. Like, that's why I'm hyped. Today's Wednesday. I'm like, all right, tomorrow, when I wake up tomorrow, it's going to be Thursday. They only got 2 more days of work. You feel me?
Word.
So,
yo, did you see Shorty, though? I forgot her first name, but last name Andreas, the country singer. I had talked about her earlier. She did the national anthem for the home run. Did you?
Yo, bro, she's a Grammy Award-winning country singer. How did she blow that?
Because she said she was smacked.
Oh, yo, I didn't hear her interview, but I told everybody, I said, yo, bro, she was wasted, bro. Like, I don't even know who this girl is, but if she's a Grammy Award-winning country singer and she did that, no, she was more than wasted. She wasn't there.
She was smacked. And then the crazy thing about it, like, she came out the next day after that, because, you know, the internet was going wild with her that whole night. So the next day she comes out like, yo, I was heavily inebriated and I'm checking myself in the rehab. Like
whoa,
that. Yeah, bro. So hopefully she gets the help, you know, she needs help with her journey and her career.
Right. That's bad.
Yo, you remember when Carl Lewis, the track star, did the anthem back in the 90s? She did one of those. And your man, but the only thing was when he did it, he was singing and like he sound wow, but then like when he did it right after that, he was like, uh-oh. Like he knew he fucked up.
He knew he fucked up.
Like, yo, let me try that again. Let me try that again.
At that point right there is when he knew he fucked up.
Word. We got a new person on. Near dear brother to you and me, Cheese. Big fan Breezy in the building. What's good, bro?
Yo, Breeze.
Yo, Cheese the Great. What up, man? Chilling.
So play bot.
We're chilling, man. Cheese the Great, Breeze the Great. Now, yo, I realized that Cheese the Great it sounds good to say Breeze the Great, but I thought about Cheese the Great and how cheese, like the grater, like you grate the cheese. Then I thought, nah, I can't take that. I can't take that.
The
Yo,
only Breeze gonna come through and drop the Breezism as soon as he come through. My guy, man. My brother.
Yo, what's good with y'all, man? What's going on?
Oh
yo,
man, we just
everything good, bro. How you?
chilling, bro.
Chilling, man. Happy belated birthday. Gemini season type shit.
Gang, gang.
It's over though, but I ain't see you in a minute, man. It's good seeing you, Cheese.
Word, thank you, bro. I can't. I was about to say likewise, but I can't see you, man. Like,
No, there's no camera
Yeah,
Breeze right here.
I'm definitely at the workplace. I can't even maneuver it like that.
okay,
Yeah,
that money, my boy.
You're ready,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. So what I was playing some of your beats.
Now we was talking about the clothing, bro. He got the clothing line popping off. I'm about to show you real quick to get you inspired to get you one, and then
Yes, sir.
some more promotion. Be like
Holla.
water, bro.
Oh, that's tough.
Fire,
Yeah, nah, I'm rocking with that.
fire.
What the front say?
Be like water.
Oh yeah, that's tough. That's tough, Cheese. Word. I like the color scheme and all that. That shit hard.
I
Yo,
appreciate
and the material, bro. The material, you gotta feel it, bro. I already told him and the world this ain't going in the washing machine. Like you can't disrespect the material and the craftsmanship. You gotta put it in the cleaners, man.
I'm about to
That's
put
what's
that
up.
dry clean only. You feel me?
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
You feel me?
There
Yeah,
you go.
Yeah.
gonna get
I'm not surprised. She's always been a good dresser, always been good, you know what I'm saying? A good dresser. So I'm not surprised that you know what I mean? He got a clothing line. That's what's up. But when it started though? When it started?
1984, May 25th, 1984.
Word, no doubt, bro.
You heard? Once I was conceived, you feel me? That was it.
That's what's up.
You heard?
Nah, but yo, Breeze, definitely need to cop you one of them things, man. Support the bro.
Oh nah, it's on the way.
Plug
It's
it
on
on
the
the
way.
pod. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do. And speaking of your pod, you know what I'm saying? Now's the time for you to go ahead and shine a light on your pod real quick, Breeze.
Big fan Breezy. I talk about Brooklyn Nets more than anything, but I'm a fan of Cheese. I'm a fan of P Kitchen Sink, what he got going on. I think people that's not athletes or entertainers are still celebrities. I think they still should be celebrated. I think a lot of people are doing great things, and my platform is definitely, celebrating them and highlighting what they got going on. Because I mean, we are from New York, you know what I mean, to put it plain and simple. A lot of stuff start here, so I want to be the first one to, you know what I'm saying, shine light on the greatness out here. You know what I mean? Shout out to Cheese the Great, shout out to P, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So that's what my podcast is about. It's about celebrating. Well, it's about the Brooklyn Nets for one, and then it's about celebrating. I wouldn't say it's about celebrating people that's not only athlete and entertainers. It's about celebrating people doing great things.
Word.
Fire.
Word. And that pod is definitely dope. I've been lucky enough to been a guest a couple times on it, like talking basketball, talking Brooklyn Nets stuff, like. And it's just a good community of people on there, man. And I watched my brother grow this from the ground up. And it's part inspiration for what I'm doing. And it's crazy because he said I inspired him from what I used to do to him start doing what he doing. So this is just what it's about. It's just about us being batteries for each other.
That's a fact.
Sparking it, just making more happen. And you never know, man. Like I said earlier, man, we all gotta win, man.
Right.
Yeah, double play sports hour, man. Double play sports hour.
You was the flyest dude I knew as a kid, since a kid. So no funny. You probably a big inspiration for this, even having this idea too. Like, because if I never seen you getting fly, I probably wouldn't even have cared about getting fly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so
I appreciate
yeah,
that,
like you just gotta think like. you probably really a big reason, a big part of why I'm doing what I'm doing with this clothing and stuff now.
Yo, and this shit is beautiful, man.
So
That
thank you for
everybody
being
just
the
gets.
flyest dude I knew as a kid.
That's what's up.
Yo,
That.
it's a beautiful thing that, like, here it is, 3 lifelong friends, known each other forever. Before we had, like Breeze always say, before we had mustaches and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the fact that we could inspire each other to keep doing it, even now that we in our 40s, inspiring each other to keep doing more. Like, this
Right.
is just organic beauty, like the definition of organic beauty to me.
It's fire. I'm proud of both of y'all too, because you know we all doing our thing. Even though we don't all talk, nobody talks every day or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? When we come together, it's like we never left. You feel me? So that's the best part. You know.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Yo, Breeze, I saw you cooking somebody earlier. Some funny shit. That DJ Skinny Pants or some shit like that. You was
Yeah, he was talking. He was saying like, "Oh, I don't see you pushing content," but I had kind of shied away from Facebook and just like went heavy on YouTube. And you know what I'm saying? I had to give him the business, man. Pose. And I just think that
No
in this atmosphere of podcasting, I like to use medium heat when I'm cooking, fans. I use a medium heat. Sometimes canola oil. I use canola oil. You know what I mean? I get busy. You know what I'm saying?
oh man.
Yo,
Nah,
Breeze.
I'm driving from work, from going from one account to another, handling some business, and I seen that you was on live, so I jumped on and just watched real quick, like as I'm driving to listen, you know, have some entertainment other than the radio or whatever. And you was just cooking Skinny Pants. Like, I think that was his name, DJ Skinny Pants. Like, just cooking, boy.
Word.
And that shit had me laughing the whole drive. Like,
We.
Yeah, he a Knicks fan, so he was talking hella hot. And I'm saying I had to take it there.
Nah,
Bro
that
said
shit was-
he a Knicks fan. Oh man, bro.
Yo, Cheese, if you would have seen this, you would have been crying too, bro. I mean, he was it's like, yo, and who is this DJ Skinny Pants? Like, we don't even wear skinny pants.
Yo, but Breeze, the Knicks is New York too, bro. I know we die hard Brooklyn. We Brooklyn to the death in the core, but the Knicks is New York too, bro. We from New York, bro.
Yeah, nah, I didn't start this though. Cheese. It's the franchise history. The more I read up on the Brooklyn Nets and all of that, the New York Knicks really hated on the Nets. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of took that like the big fan of breezy personality, huh?
They from Jersey, bro. That's probably
Nah.
why.
Nah. The Brooklyn Nets from New York Nets. They were the New York Nets in the ABA. And long story short, Cheese, we tried to come to Manhattan to play, and the Knicks told everybody and anybody if they let the Nets come to Manhattan, you know what I'm saying? They had Paul back then because they were one of the original franchises. They was just gonna make trouble for everybody type shit. So they didn't we had to go to Piscataway and a bunch of other shit we had to do. And you know what I'm saying? I took that, kind of embodied it as a character, big fan breezy, and I be going at them. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no, I don't shake their hands. I ain't slapping files with them. None of that shit, man. None of that. Yo, hold on. Just so you know how real it is. Just Cheese know how real it is too. Because again, when and just to add context to the conversation real quick, when we beat them and tied it up and went to had them up by, we beat them in the sweep and then it was tied. Then we that season the Knicks fans were down bad and they didn't make the playoffs. And then I think they did and they got knocked out the first round. But after that, me and my guy from that does Knicks-ish Tea Time, he wanted to have a fan game. So the Knicks and the Nets fans, we meet up every summer and we play each other in basketball. That's how much shit I was talking. They was like, nah, you gotta play me in real life talking like that. So
yo, shout out to your man real quick, Tea Time. I call him Screaming A. Smith. He don't like me when I do that, but it's all good. It's all love, man.
Yeah, shout to him. Shout to Tea Time. But I had actually seen Cheese coming from the game. I think last summer he was with it looked like a cookout type of activity. And you remember Mark that from the Headhunters Barbershop? He was there too.
Shout out to Mark.
Yeah,
Shout
that
out
was
to
the
Mark.
green. That was the green light annual cookout. Usually at the end of June. It just passed too on the 27th. So that next June, probably the 26th, 27th, 28th, one of them days, whatever weekend, you know what I'm saying, that it fall on again. Make sure y'all in Brooklyn at the Brooklyn Bridge Park.
Yo, keep that on my mind, bro. So that way I could pull up, because that definitely sounds dope.
Everything
Yeah,
free. Free.
Besides the clothing.
Besides the clothing.
There you go. There you go.
And my girl.
Nah, yo.
Oh man.
Being real. I always promise the viewers we ain't gonna go past an hour and a half, and we had an hour and a half and 15 minutes. So you know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. Nah, that's facts though. But real quick, before we get out of here, I'm gonna hit y'all with the drop of gem on them, and I'm gonna keep my brothers on the line while I hit y'all with the drop of gem on them. And today's drop of gem on them is about financial literacy, and I think this is huge. This is something that don't get talked enough about. Don't get talked enough about with people, with our community, with anybody in particular. So let's just run into this real quick about the term financial literacy and what it is. So the term financial literacy refers to understanding a variety of important, the term financial literacy refers to understanding a variety of important financial skills and concepts. Financial literate people are generally less vulnerable to financial fraud. A strong foundation of financial literacy can help support various life goals, such as saving for education or retirement, using debt responsibly, and running a business. Key aspects of financial literacy include knowing how to create a budget, plan for retirement, manage debt, and track personal spending. And finally, financial literacy can be obtained through reading books, listening to podcasts, shout out to the kitchen sink, and subscribing to financial content or talking to a financial professional. So if you don't think you got financial literacy, I implore you to please go out there, try to talk to somebody, try to, just pick somebody's brain on what it is. For me, first and foremost, when it comes to spending, like I just talked about earlier, I bought 2 pairs of sneakers earlier, but I don't put myself in a position to where I'm going to regret that later. And what I mean by that is, one thing for me when it comes to spending a dollar, if I can't afford to purchase something 3 times, then I can't afford it. And that's kind of basically how I look at it. So, whatever it is, if I'm buying a pair of sneakers and they're $200, if I don't have $600, I can't afford that $200 pair of sneakers. So that's just my little piece on financial literacy. I hope that can help somebody and reach someone and whatever the case may be. So yeah, just each one.
It helped me. Nah, it helped me. It helped me, man. I appreciate that, P. That's what's up.
I needed to hear that. Thank you.
No doubt. This is what we here for, brothers. Like we say, to help each other, man. And that's what we here for. That's what this platform is about. So please go out there, check Be Like Water Clothing, check Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog, and check the kitchen sink. And we out of here. We love y'all. Love is love. I love y'all. Peace.
Yes, sir. Love you too, King. Bless. Thank you.
Love you back. Love you back.
I gotta get the outro music going. I'm slow with it. Here we go.